Welcome to the First Line Library. I'm Jordan. I'm so glad to be back with you guys. Today I have a special video. I was recently tagged by Josh at the Reformed Reader to do this on the clock book tag video. So let's jump into it. Welcome back, guys. I'm so glad to be back with you all. I took the summer off just to focus on some family time. Work was getting really busy. I was traveling a lot for work. And I just didn't have a whole lot of time to sit down and do these videos, plan them out. And you know, it was just taking up a lot of my time, and I wanted to rethink how I wanted to do this channel as well. Still working on that. But I thought this was a great opportunity to jump back into booktube with the beginning of fall and getting tagged by Josh from the Reformed Reader. So thanks again, Josh. And let's get into these questions. All right, so I'm going to try to keep this under 5 minutes. I think that's the name of the game here. So let's see if I can. All right, number one is ebook or physical book. Both, really. I love collecting physical books, but I also love my Kindle. I take it every time I go on a work trip or vacation, even if we're reading at night. It's great. So number two is paperback or hardback, both, whichever one's cheaper. Online or in-store book shopping. Again, both. Online's great because you can find some good deals on Amazon or even on Pango. But I also love going to used bookstores, specifically used bookstores. All right, number four is trilogies or series. Trilogies. Number five, heroes or villains. Probably heroes. You know, who's really rooting for the villain? I don't know. Maybe you. Number six, a book you want everyone to read. There's really too many, but honestly, if I would have to pick one right now, it'd be The Road by Cormac McCarthy. It's just a stunningly beautiful tale of fatherhood. Yeah, you can't go wrong with it. Number seven, recommend an underrated book. Ooh, that's tough. I feel like there's a lot of underrated books I had in mind that are now coming to light and getting a little bit more popular. So probably the number one, I think right now, I just read it. It is The Last Light of Edgewood. I think that was really good, really short, really sweet, to the point. Great story. So, all right, next one we have, number 8 is the last book you finished. What was the last book I finished? Ooh, that's a good question. I'm reading like 4 books right now, so I can't even remember the last one I finished, to be honest. The last book you bought, again, I buy too many used books. I think I picked up another copy of The Hobbit for $1 at the thrift store, so that's probably the last one I bought. Number 10, weirdest thing you've used as a bookmark. I don't know, a piece of toilet paper. I have tons of bookmarks, so I don't really run out of them. Number 11, used books, yes or no? Absolutely yes. Used books are my favorite thing. I do love supporting authors when they have a new release coming out. You know, if it's either pre-order. But I'm used books all the way. You know, I try to not overspend to try to find great deals. So yeah, used books. Top 3 favorite genres: sci-fi, fantasy, general fiction. I don't know. I read pretty much everything. Okay, number 13, borrow or buy. I buy. I haven't really borrowed books from too many people. I take too long to read books sometimes, so even borrowing books from the library is kind of tough for me. 14, character or plot. Really, it kind of just depends on the style of the author, their writing style, the prose, whichever it leans towards. You know, if Stephen King, it's usually characters versus plot, but I probably plot for most books. Number 15, long or short books. Short books, honestly. Not just because they're quicker to get through, but I do love a short, succinct story. And again, it's always the thing where I wish this book was longer when you finished it. Number 16, long or short chapters. Definitely short chapters. I find it much easier for me to get through, you know, my reading time with short chapters. I feel a little more accomplished. I don't know, to each their own. Number 17, name of the first 3 books you think of. right now I have The Secret History. I'm reading that. I'm still working through Ruin, The Faithful and the Fallen, and I still am reading. Oh, I just started the Dark Tower series with the Gunslingers. So those are 3 books that I'm reading right now. Number 18, books that make you laugh or cry. Honestly, anything by John Gwynne right now. They make me laugh and cry at the same time. I love it. 19, our world or fictional worlds. Our world is a little crazy right now, and it's always going to be a little crazy, but so are fictional worlds. So I don't know. Both. I love living in the present and the time we're in, but I also love hopping into fictional worlds with fictional characters. Number 20, audiobooks, yes or no? Yes, absolutely. I love audiobooks. I love hearing voice actors take on a character. It's great. Honestly, I like audiobook and reading the book at the same time. If you can do that, do that. Number 21, do you ever judge a book by its cover? Yeah, I do actually. Not all the time, but there's some times where I definitely judge the book by the cover. But usually I'll read up into it, see what it's about. And sometimes I just try to find a different cover if it's a book I really want. Number 22, book to movie or book to TV adaptations. Sometimes they're great, sometimes they suck. You get The Lord of the Rings, probably the best adaptation ever made. I enjoy movies. I'm a movie guy too, so I'll watch it even if it sucks. Let's see, 23, a movie or adaptation, TV adaptation you preferred more than the book. I don't know. Not too many. I saw Dark Matter. I haven't read the book yet. I've heard the book is probably still better than the TV show, but I really enjoyed the TV show. 24, series or standalones. I really like standalones. I love, like I said before, I love a succinct story, and sometimes it gets drawn out too long. But series are still good too. All right, so the last question is tagging some booktubers here. I haven't been on booktube for a little bit, like 2 months or so, but I know there are some great new channels that are up now, so I'm gonna have to do my research and find some new booktube channels, and I'll tag them. I'll give them a shout out and tag. So check out the description for these new channels, and if you got tagged, it's your turn. All right, so take care. God bless.